we were talking about like, the amount of value people put on their belts, and then it was kind of
Mhm.
making me think recently, and I just brought this up I think to you, is like promotions putting more if promotions put more money and effort into their promotion
Mhm.
and like advertising and stuff, would they obviously be able to pay their guys more, and then like, just
Yeah.
kind of like how that whole process works. I think it's interesting. A lot of people don't like understand like, oh, how come people get paid at this show but not at this show, or like
Mhm.
how come this one looks really cool and this one doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised at the fact that there are some promotions that, don't really even have a good turnout,
Mm-hmm.
but they pay more than promotions that have a bigger turnout.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And I didn't think that was an actual thing until like a year ago or so. And Kai had jumped on a show that he wasn't signed up for, and he just went, and so he didn't even know what he was going to get paid or not.
Yeah.
And there really wasn't anyone there but like the friends and family of the wrestlers,
Yeah.
and he got paid more than places that do a lot of promotion, like promoting and
Isn't that
marketing.
interesting?
It is
Because you would think
weird.
it's the opposite.
Yeah.
And like even when in my head, that's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, if they just would put more effort into like, promoting and stuff, maybe they get paid more.
Yeah, and going to the different shows and stuff, it doesn't take that much to look a little elevated
Yeah.
with your shows.
Well, like I've only been to the one recently, so like what do
Uh-huh.
you think? Because you've been to a lot more and a lot all over the country
Yeah.
in the last like 2 years,
Yeah.
right? So it's
Yes.
like, what did you feel like? What elevates? Tell us what elevates a promotion.
Oh yeah, I'm just such a
In case
professional at
anyone needs
this.
to learn, listen to us because we know things. Because we're fans, so we know what makes it cool.
Well, my perspective, and also on that, Kai always loves hearing my opinion from a fan's point of view. Because after a
Mm-hmm.
show, I will say, "Hey, this is what I noticed from a fan's point of view." So things I saw that
Yep.
could be a conversation for
100%.
later to go in on. Yeah. So that show that you went to, I would say they do really well with like the
Yeah.
presence of like they have a safe ring.
Yeah,
They
very true.
have the stage that comes out with the lights, and they have a Titantron.
I was gonna say the Titantron
They
always
have
like seems elevated to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, I love seeing that. And
Yeah.
oh, and one thing that they do too is they play promos on their Titantron,
I noticed that actually. I
which I
thought
do
that was
enjoy.
cool.
I
Yeah.
like that. And they do commentary on the mics during the match instead of recording the commentary later when the videos come out, which I think is cool too.
That's actually very true. That reminds me, like in the Midwest, there was one promotion that I used to like going to a lot because they did that. They would
Hmm.
commentate well, and that's very much more like WWE style. Like if you're watching, like you
Yeah.
have the commentary versus like you're watching, and you're like, if you don't even know like the promotion videos, that's such a
Hmm.
great way to like introduce people because like what if it is your first show? And you're like, I don't know who these people are. Like,
Or you
but if you
miss
get a
their
little,
name when
yeah.
they come out, or they don't have it on their gear, then you
Mm-hmm.
can just see it first. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, that one I think does really well because I think that that helps like and um and I'm sure that they enjoy the fact that they have room to have like a little
Mm-hmm.
green room area, gorilla area. There, the one in Ohio is super cool as well.
Really?
Has a really cool, at least I know that they have done another location, but the location that I've gone to and that he mainly goes to is it's in a church, but it has like it's beautiful. But beside that, they have a big stage entrance
Cool.
area, and they have the walk down, and then they have a ring which is also a safe nice ring. But they have brick looking, like I guess it's a wrap or something,
Huh.
but that
Okay.
goes kind of like along the ring, along the walkway, and
Oh,
then
very
around the
cool.
entrance. It looks really cool.
Huh.
And so I think that's just like you can just tell that they elevated it a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that that matters. And then they have their commentary at the very end. You don't hear it during the match, but they're recording it during the match,
Gotcha. Yep.
but you just don't hear it. And then even Christy and Brian, like they have a cool entrance
Mm-hmm.
to their setup, and their ring. Kai absolutely loves their
Does he?
ring. He says it's his favorite to bump in. And but also like with the rings it matters because Brian's like an expert at doing rings because he was
Mm.
doing rings for TNA for so
Oh
long.
yeah, I
So
forgot
he's
about
like
that.
he's the ring master of
Yep.
putting them up and everything. So whenever I told, I think I don't remember who I told, but I was telling them that Kai said that that's his favorite ring to bump in, and they were like, of course it is because it's put upright.
That's so
So it could
interesting.
be like a
Yeah.
really nice ring, but if it's not put upright, it I guess is different for
Affects it.
them. I don't know.
From a fan perspective, to our fellow fans,
Yeah.
what do you feel like is something that's like made a promotion another one you want to go back to? And what makes it elevated to you? Because I'm curious like what other people think. Because I know
Mhm.
what you and I think makes it
Yeah.
like next level, I'm going back for sure. It's fun. Versus like, I could go back or not. So
Yeah.
like I'm curious what people think. That's
So,
so interesting though, actually, because I was watching the Unreal
mhm.
most recent season,
Yep.
and Liv Morgan has a ring out in her one garage area or barn. And I was like
Yeah.
asking Jonathan, actually, I was like, how much space does she have between those? And like, does she have to adjust her ring differently because of like her weight and size
Mhm.
versus like someone like who's bigger? And he's like telling me, like, doesn't necessarily matter. It's like the tightness of the ropes. And like,
Mhm.
there's like a whole art to building a ring
Yep.
apparently that I wasn't really aware of either. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of like have heard, but I was like, huh, that makes a lot more sense. Like, I know, like, Jonathan will say if it's like a really like wrap ring where it's like it
Mm,
hurts to bump in, for
yeah.
example, or like, but
Or
like or
dangerous.
dangerous because it's
Mhm.
not put together correctly, for example.
Mhm.
So
Or
it's
missing
interesting to hear, like,
pieces.
give big shout outs to Brian for his good skills.
Yeah.
That's like legit though.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny you mentioned the Liv Morgan thing because I saw that too and I was like, "Oh, this is so cool." Like I liked her
Mm-hmm.
little farm.
I know, I loved her
That
farm.
was
I
so
was secretly
cool.
like, "Ugh, she's living my dream life," except I
Yeah.
probably would eat my chickens.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not vegetarian.
But see, that's where
For
I'm
you, though,
like,
you're like, "This is a
yeah, because
sanctuary."
I always talk about, I was like, I want to have like a ranch or like
Mhm.
something. And I always tell people like I want to have cows and,
Yep.
and chickens and all kinds of stuff, even though I'm terrified of birds. Someone else can take care of them. Daisy can take care of my farm.
I'm so glad
Um,
you're like, "I'm gonna get chickens." I am terrified.
but the thing
They are
is
like mini
I don't want,
dinosaurs, though.
yeah,
Anyways,
they
side
not
topic.
like little aliens
Yeah,
with
they're like
their,
creepy.
yeah,
Ugh.
I can't look at them for too long. Um, but I definitely want to have like cows and pigs and stuff, and
Mhm.
I don't want them. I don't want them slaughtered.
You just
I
want your
just,
babies.
yeah, just
I
to
get that.
like a little sanctuary for them. Maybe
Oh.
maybe I take them from somebody that's trying to
You're
kill them
like
and just
gonna
save
come to
them.
my farm and be like, "Give me the pig before you eat it, Megan." And I'm gonna be like, "But it was this year's bacon." I'm terrible. I think growing up in Africa, I have a different view of slaughtering animals. I know
Oh
that's
yeah,
horrible, but it's so
no,
humane there compared to here.
yeah.
It's different. I
You
don't
know
know
how I know that?
how.
I watched 90 Day Fiance.
That's so good. Yes, I love that show. Oh my god. Also, if you ever want to
When
see,
they go to the markets and
oh
stuff.
my god, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's like just well, it's not bad though because that's how it
Is
is
that
over there.
how it
Yeah,
was for you
it's
there?
just how it is.
Yeah.
Like it's very normal. So it's
Mhm.
like you have an animal and it
Do you
dies.
notice a
But
different, like, in taste and stuff? Like, is that
oh
better?
my god, yeah, actually that's
Yeah.
something like when I first moved back here when I was 18, I wouldn't even eat a banana, for example, when I came back here because I was like, what does this even taste like?
Yeah.
And then like meat,
Oh, that's terrifying.
it's different. Like meat to have like an equivalent taste in meat, I think you have to get like directly from like a farmer,
Yeah.
like which is the goal, of course, get it from a
Mhm.
butcher who has his own stuff or have your own. But like,
Yeah.
yeah. But like the Liv Morgan thing is interesting though because you bring up you wanting that. We also want to have like get as far away from society as possible, and I
Yeah.
think that must be a wrestler thing because it seems like all of them are trying to remove themselves.
Mhm.
Maybe because
Yeah.
it's like so much when you get to like the big thing
Mhm.
too.
Which is crazy too, because a lot more are in Florida than I thought.
Yeah, I just found out that like what's his face is in Iowa. What's his face? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Seth Rollins. They
Yeah.
have a place in Iowa cuz like, once you get the signature in like a certain amount of time, you can like
Mhm.
move wherever, and I'm like I don't know why anyone would stay in Florida personally just cuz of like the amount of money it costs. Like if you're going to have like a really you could get a really decent property in like the Midwest for like nothing like the
That's what
same, but
yeah.
like if you want a farm, like that's a good place. It
We've
seems like
thought
a lot of people
about
do that.
North Carolina.
We have too. That's so weird.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it because it has everything, kind of like Florida
Yes.
does, except Florida doesn't have the beautiful mountains, but they
Mhm.
do. They
Mhm.
have the
And they have the snow.
mountains.
That was what sold it
Yeah.
for me because I actually really miss snow. I never
Mhm.
like Well, I always liked snow, to be honest. I was like one of those weirdos in Michigan that was like, it's snowing and blizzarding, yippee! Everyone else was like, are you kidding me? So like now here I miss it. So like I did tell Jonathan, I was like, I want somewhere with 4 seasons because I miss it.
Yeah.
So like North Carolina. We've talked about Tennessee too. They have really pretty places in
Tennessee's
Tennessee.
beautiful. Yeah,
But
I really enjoy Tennessee. I went there when was it? It was actually I went there when I was pregnant. I forgot.
you
Yeah,
did.
I
Oh
went
my
there a couple
god.
times before I was pregnant, and
Was you
then
there for shows? Is that what it was? Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it was for shows at the Troubadour in Nashville, which was I love that
Oh, I
place.
remember
That
your
place is
Instagram videos
so
or your
cool.
yeah. I remember I think I stalked you because I was like, I'm living vicariously through Bree right now because I wish I was there. That looks so fun. I
Yeah,
like Tennessee's awesome anyways. And then like
yeah. Yeah, it was
show.
so fun, and I was like, didn't like tell anybody about my pregnancy then, other than the people that were close to me or had
Yeah.
seen me or whatever. But I didn't do it like online,
Mm-hmm.
and so I had to post all these pictures from Nashville, but like nobody knew I was pregnant,
Ah,
and
you're
some
like,
of
let me
them,
like
yeah,
that's hilarious.
like I did the one with because we went to a wax museum, which was really cool, and I took a picture with Ozzy Osbourne, and the way that I was posed, you couldn't tell.
Oh my
So I
god.
was like, I'm totally posting this, and no
Yup.
one knows. And then I just had to stockpile this. And then when I announced, I was like, okay, well, here's my pregnant picture with
Oh
Elvis.
my god, you're like, so here's
And
what really happened with me and Elvis.
yeah, I
Oh
actually
my
had
god, I'm
this, and
dead.
that was going to be my announcement picture
That
because
would
it
have
was
been
me holding my
hilarious.
belly in the car with the Elvis wax figure.
Oh my god.
But
That
and
would have been so
I
you.
had this really like awesome caption too, and then it just like faded out of my mind. And then when I went to go, like I was like, I think I actually will do that. And I was like, what the fuck did I say though? I
Your
couldn't remember. And I was like,
pregnancy
oh
brain.
man,
You're
oh
like, well,
well.
it could have been great, but I don't remember it.
But I still have
Hashtag
that picture. It's
mom
cool.
brain.
Yeah.
That's really cool though.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing. Like we've talked about it before, like traveling with wrestling. Like, would you guys likely have gone there if it weren't for like a show being there?
Um,
Well, maybe
we
like
would
that
have.
location,
I've
yeah.
always wanted to go there because Daisy lived there for years, and she always
Oh,
wants to
okay.
go back. She has family
Yeah.
there, and I've seen pictures, so
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, this is a really beautiful place." But so yeah, so we would have wanted to, but I don't think we would have. It would have been such an urgency.
Yeah, that
Like
makes
it
sense.
kind of gives you an excuse
Yeah,
to
like I'm
visit
like, oh,
different
bummer, we
places.
have to go see this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hubbies and kids are
well,
home, so
we're
we
gonna
have to cut
cut
it
it
short
short.
today. But we are back and we'll be back Wednesday.
Stay tuned.